live, we've kind of tackled the idea of, or we talked about how the course is intensive, but we didn't go like for more details about this. So if we can go for this live, like how the course is intensive, especially if it's online, but we do provide it as well as face to face. So I think there are some similarities between here and there. Some things special for maybe for online.
Yeah, I mean, related to the intensity really is some of the practical considerations, things you need to think about sorting out before you start the course. Do you want me to go ahead with this, Amanda, or do you want to talk about those?
I can do it if you like.
Okay. All right.
So, I mean, of course, some of you who are going to be doing this course might be mums with kids. So it's important to make sure that you've got your kids sorted out. You know, you've got someone to look after them. Of course, this is the same for online and for a face-to-face course, but in many ways it's maybe more important on an online course, because chances are, of course, the kids are going to be in the house where you're doing the course. So you need to make sure that, yeah, you've got someone to look after them, and that they kind of understand that, you know, mummy's going to be busy and she can't be there all the time with them. So I think, yeah, particularly something to think about if you're a mum. Also, it's important to think about, yeah, where physically you're going to do the course. So, yeah, you need to have a room in your house where you're going to be able to close the door and close out everybody, so that you can be, you know, in peace and quiet. There's nothing worse if we can hear, you know, like, yeah, all different background noise from the outside, or, yeah, children screaming or whatever. Okay, it's going to happen from time to time. That's fine. But if it's a constant problem, then obviously that's going to make life difficult. So, yeah, making sure that you've got a good room in your house, and a room where you can feel comfortable. I mean, okay, we've seen people do this course kind of sitting on their beds, which might not be the ideal place really to be, even though it might be comfortable. You're probably better off if you've got like a good, decent kind of office chair where you can sit and be comfortable, because you are going to be sitting in front of the screen for up to about 8 hours. Okay, on and off, it's not going to be a solid 8 hours, but basically 8 hours in front of the screen. So yeah, you need to be comfortable, but you need to be in a place where, yeah, you're not going to be kind of too comfortable, maybe. Connected to that, I guess, because you're going to be sitting in front of the screen for 8 hours, you've got to think about whether you've got any health issues that might affect your ability to be in front of the screen for 8 hours. So, for example, if you've got back problems, then that could cause you an issue, because obviously you're going to be sitting for a long time. Maybe if you've got eye problems also. I sometimes suffer. In fact, now I can feel my eyes are very sore from looking at the screen. So that's something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, health issues.
Yeah, do you want to continue, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, no, I think health issues in general are important. I mean, you need to be sure that you're going to be healthy and able to cope with the course. It's an intensive course, as we said. Even if you're doing it over a longer period, it's still quite a lot of work to do. So you need to be sure that you don't have any health issues. So we'll get into that. And another one that you didn't really mention really is how you cope with stress. Because it's important that you're able to cope with stress, you're able to manage your time effectively, and deal with deadlines and deal with that kind of thing. I mean, in terms of time management, it's probably a good idea before the course starts to look at your your week and think about how you're going to, what time you're going to put aside to do assignments or to do lesson preparation, to do background reading. When are you going to do these things? If we think about the course itself, you've got about 120 hours on the course of contact, which in this case means 120 hours actually online with your tutors or doing your teaching or observing your colleagues teach. We'll go into more detail next session about the timetable itself, but online you've got 120 hours. In addition to that, you've got at least another 80 hours of time you need to do the things we've talked about, like writing assignments, writing lesson plans, background reading, etc. So you need, it's about 200 hours altogether, if not more, over the period of the course that you need to set aside. So think about how you're going to manage your time, particularly if you have family commitments like children or husbands or wives that you have to accommodate as well. And it's very useful to make sure they're forewarned that actually for the period of the course, you're not really going to be available to them. You know, much as you would want to be, you're not going to have the time really to spend with them that you would hope to do. So intensity of the course, yeah, as you said, Mukhtar, 120 hours face-to-face, plus at least another 80 hours of working on your own. And something we need to stress really on an intensive course, particularly, you can't do any other work. So please, if you're registering for an intensive course, don't think that it's possible, even online, to do a couple of hours of private teaching in the evening or so on. It's not. Your full focus is needed for the whole of the course. You can't really do anything extra at all during that period. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just pick up on again about the stress thing, how you cope with stress? I mean, the course is a stressful course. There's a lot of work to do. There are a lot of things to think about. We're throwing many different things at you every single day. So the course itself can be quite stressful. But if you've got other things going on, like say family things going on, or or if you've got any health problems, or if you're struggling with the technology, then that's going to add extra pressure and extra stress on you. So this is why we're saying it's really important to make sure these things are sorted out. Get ready, get as much practice in before the course as you can with the technical stuff. Sort out all your family commitments, tell them, yeah, that's it, I'm not available, and make sure you're as healthy as you possibly can be.
Perfect, great. So I think till the moment you summed up the things we discussed at the beginning,